good evening. Well, it's coming to 5 o'clock. It's still the afternoon, but I believe 5 o'clock is the evening, right? The start of the evening. So I'm saying good evening. It's pretty much 5 o'clock right now, right? So good evening, world. Ivan, you didn't make a video yesterday. Yeah, because I had moisture in my phone. So when I charged my phone, I couldn't charge my phone. My battery died when I came home. I had moisture in my phone, so I had to put the phone in front of my fan while my fan was on. And it took like 8 hours for the moisture to go away on my phone. That's why I couldn't make a video yesterday. So I decided to just binge, and I binged Andor season 2. I'm on episode 7 or 8. It's episode 7. It's a good show. Season 2 I like a lot more than season 1. Season 1 for me was a little bit boring. Andor, but season 2 is a step up. Well, I'm gonna give you a heads up. For Andor season 2, the first half of it's a bit of a slog. It's not that interesting. But then once you get to like episode 6 and 7, like the halfway point of the season, that's when it starts to pick up a little bit. It gets a bit better. And I heard it even gets better in the last final episodes. And every 3 episodes is 1 year later, right? In Andor. So the show takes place like 4 or 5 years since the first season, right? Yeah. As Cassian Andor was married to Bix, the chick he meets, but you don't really get an explanation of how they get married when you watch season 1. But when it's a year later and they're married, you know they have a thing. Obviously, you obviously know they have a thing in season 1, but you didn't really get any hints that they got married. Or I don't remember after what we watched season 1. Season 1 of Andor was a bit boring for me. It starts off. Season 1 of Andor had a stronger start than Andor season 2. Andor season 2, the first 2 episodes are a slog, whereas season 1 was actually pretty good of Andor, and it got more boring over the later episodes when he's in prison and everything. That was a little bit more boring. Yeah. What's your favorite Star Wars show, Ivan? It's between Andor and Mandalorian. But season 2 of Andor is really good. You can even argue it's better than Mandalorian season 1 and season 2. Season 2, right? But season 1, I give it to Mandalorian. Mandalorian season 1, season 2, I like better than Andor season 1. But season 2, if I like it, I might end up. It might take the crown as my favorite Star Wars show. But yeah, see what happens when I watch the show, right? Yeah. Was today busy at Coco 40? It was okay. It was busy for me. I ended at 4:15 today. Yeah, it was busy today. But Sundays and Saturdays have been a little bit slow at Coco 40 lately. I remember before when I worked with Tony, it was really, really busy, man. Like a huge line and everything. And now it's been a bit slow. Business has been a bit down at Coco 40, right? Saturdays are not that busy anymore. But for me, it's busy. Even if it's not that busy for a weekend, if you work alone as a dishwasher, it's still busy. Like for me, today was still pretty busy. Like closing was a lot of work, man. It took me an hour. I ended my break at what? I ended my break close to 2 o'clock. And I ended at 4:15, so it took me 2 hours to close today, man. Yeah, man, Coco 40 is a lot of work. Are you still looking, Ivan? Yes, I'm still looking, but if the Coco 40 boss can give me 5 days a week again, I'll just work at Coco 40. Obviously, but I'll still be looking for other jobs, obviously. Because I don't like closing at Coco 40, man. It's too much work. Obviously, hence why I'm looking for another job. But right now, I'm keeping the job because I need money. Because it's stupid to quit the job when you don't have a job yet. I only quit when I know I'm 100% sure I got another job, another full-time job. If not, I'm gonna stay at Coco 40 because I need the money, man. Yeah. Yeah, I have to save money for my book, man. It's very important. Yeah. Samsara? yeah. Yeah. Tomorrow I'm off, so I can make a video for you guys in the morning. Then I'll do my go through series, or I might just do a double header tomorrow. I make a video in the morning, I make a video at night, or the afternoon, around 5-6 o'clock. Or you want me to do my go through series, guys? It's up to you guys, right? Yeah. My go through series is a bit more boring. I don't talk much, but it's still interesting, obviously. Right? Yeah, I mean, it's still interesting watching you go over your book. Yeah. Yeah. And that's why the gates won't touch my money, man. You have me work minimum wage for shitty money. I don't know, the 19.5 billion off my book is for me, which is not for you. If I sell 700 million copies, I'll make like my 17, 18, 19 billion. I did the math. 10 billion for me and VJ is highly unlikely. I should be making my 14 billion plus. But it just depends how much people buy the ebook and how much people buy the print. I made an estimation of 400 million people buying the ebook, 300 million people buying the print, and that came to $42 billion. 42 billion after taxes is like 25 billion. And then Lulu takes their 20% cut. I subtract it by 20, like 2% pretty much. And Lulu gets like their 2 billion. And then PayPal takes like the 300 billion. I make like my 19.2, whatever it is, $19.3 billion off my book. That's if 700 people buy it. If 1 billion people buy it, I'll be pulling in my 20 plus billion, 25, 26, 27 billion dollars. Something crazy, yeah. And if I do make that, I'll make Xanus for $3 billion. I'm not going to go any higher than $3 billion. I don't want to be suing my money, right? $3 billion is enough for the movie for Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson for the movie, right? That's enough money for the obviously for the big budget movie, right? Yeah. That's why we're looking at revolution technology. Even 2.7 billion is something that's 900 million per volume. That's a relevant technology. I'm putting like 550, 560 million towards visual effects. That's already unheard of, obviously. Yeah. So Ivan, you only pay Eric, Reza, and Haki if 300K if you make more than 20. Yeah, if I make more than 20, I'll pay them 300K Eric Reza Haki. If I make less than 20, they get 250,000. They sign a 560,000 deal. If I make more than 20, they sign a 660,000 deal, which is like 400 plus thousand after taxes in your bank. And if they make their 660,000, they can buy their 700,000 house easily, no problem, right? A $700,000 house, you only have to put like a $60,000 down payment on it, $50,000 down payment on it. They can put a $70,000 down payment on it. They can pay it off in 20 years. But chances are they're going to make the 250, right? Most likely, because I'm probably going to sell my 600 to 700 million copies around the world. Because only the English-speaking world will buy it, and the majority of that population is children. You have to keep that in mind, right? And a lot of people are going to share the file. And that's why it's probably that maybe 14 to 20 billion range I make. I think I'll make more than 10. I did the math. I'll be pulling in more than 10, man. I should make my 14 billion plus. I did the math. That's why VJ will be curious. She gives me that evil look. Ivan, how much you make off your book, by the way? I'm like, VJ, you want to know? She's like, yeah. I made $19.2 billion. You made $19 billion off your book? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, that's a lot of money, Ivan. I know. Ivan, we can start that film studio. I know. We can build that dream $900 million house. I know. If I make $19 billion, I'll put $900 million towards my house. That's what looks unheard of, yeah. Something pimped out like Incredibles, man. That's why Eric Reza Haki, when they walk into my house, they're like, holy shit, Ivan, this is your house? I'm like, yeah, and holy shit, you have a nice place here, Ivan. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, and in a couple of years from now, you guys are gonna own a nice house too. It won't be my house, but you're gonna be owning a beautiful house too, because I'm paying you guys the big bucks, right? As my head chefs, right? Eric Razaki. Yeah. Paying the big bucks, man. $560,000 is 300 plus thousand after taxes. They can still buy a $600,000 house, and a $600,000 house in Elmer or Gatineau Hall is a beautiful house. That's a fucking nice house with a pool and everything. It's a beautiful home, man. It's not me, VJ's house, but it's a beautiful home, man. They're rich now, obviously. Get their Mercedes Benz, $40,000-$50,000 Mercedes Benz easily, right? Nice fucking cars. Their Lexus, their BMW. They can get their convertible Benz, convertible BMW, which they might get. I might get a convertible car, maybe a nice SUV for the winter. Yeah, nice cars. Yeah. And the Xanus stars will be shocked when they see me in VJ's house. I don't know, me and VJ, we own a 900 in our house. They're like, "Why, VJ, this is your place?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Holy shit, you have a nice fucking house here, man. This is like Incredibles." I know. They got the party up there, man. Xanus stars, right? Hollywood Xanus stars. And they're all gonna tell the whole actors, "Yeah, man. Oh, Ivan and VJ have an unheard of house, man. How high tech it is. Like it's like you know the movie Incredibles. It's like Incredibles, man. It's fucking unheard of, man." Yeah. Yeah, they told me they built it for hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah. Like he has a house like that. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, the Hollywood executives own houses like that. Yeah, the Hollywood executives own like 5, 8, 10, 15, 20 million houses, which is fucking nice. It's nice partying up even at a $20 million house, but it's not $900 million, right? $900 million is something unheard of, like Incredibles. It's completely pimped out. It's something fucking nice, man. Yeah, man. And that's why God gave you the keys, Ivan. That way you can live that life with VJ. Otherwise, you wouldn't be living that life. You'll be living the multi-billionaire life, but you wouldn't be living the multi-billionaire life. Because the gatekeepers are never going to let you be a billionaire, Ivan. It's not going to happen. They have an envy. The proof is VJ. She's sold out. She's only worth $12 million, and she has the keys to the kingdom. What's going on here? Yeah, the doors are locked. They lock the doors on VJ, man. That's why VJ cries to me every night. Her annoying crying every night. She cries to me every night because she wants me to get out of Hollywood, man. Because she knows she fucked up. Even though Ivan's poor, he wrote his masterpiece. He has the keys. He owns that. That's billions for him. I don't know, $19 billion for him. I want a piece of that $19 billion. I don't want to be in Hollywood left behind making my 500, 400K for my movies and television shows. And Ivan gets his freedom and he's making all that money. He can star his own film studio and control his money with the box office. I want to control the money with him. Yeah, Vijay wants to control the money with me, obviously. That's why she wants. She knows if I get her out, she now gets her financial control. She has the keys like me, Vijay. She wants the financial control with me. She doesn't want to be under the gatekeepers in Hollywood. And she knows that, and that's why she cries, because she knows she got duped. The gates duped the shit out of her, man. She has a shitty career. You ever notice how nobody talks about Victoria Justice in Hollywood? Yeah. Because the doors are locked on her, man. Yeah, Victoria Justice, shh, keep quiet. Don't talk about her in Hollywood. Nobody talks about Victoria Justice in Hollywood. Why? Because the doors are locked on her and she has a shitty career. Wow. He knows how all the movie pundits like John Campbell, Ron Riverdale, none of those guys talk about Victoria Justice. Yet they all watch her stuff, but nobody talks about her because the doors are locked on her. The gatekeepers said no to VJ. We don't want VJ being successful. Let her make some money, but don't let her be like worth like her hundreds of millions to billions of dollars. Lock the doors on her. And you think I'm gonna have you sell and have you dupe me too? You're crazy. You're gonna dupe me too. I'm not an idiot, man. The proof is VJ. She sold out. She's only worth $12 million. I'm not an idiot. My father gave me the keys for a reason because he knew you were reprobate and you're envious. Hence why I'm not selling you, man. These billions off the book. I don't know. The $19 billion off my book is for me, VJ. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. Yeah. You want to steal my $19 billion when you make your choices. You're crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So Vijay will be shocked when you tell her how much money you made off your book. Yeah, she will. She's like, Ivan, are you lying? Are you sure that's not 1.9 billion? I'm like, no, VJ. I made $19 billion off the book. She's like, you made $19 billion off your book, Ivan? How much copies did you sell? Yeah, I sold like 700 million. You sold 700 million copies off your book? Yeah, VJ. I beat J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter in sales, man. Xanus is number one on the charts. Number one on the charts, man, yeah. Ivan, look at you now. You're a successful, famous author. You're successful now. Yeah, and she gives you that evil look. Are you going to share that with me, honey, by the way? You know, I'm saying, are you going to share that with me? I'm like, yeah, I will, man. Relax, man. This girl's fucking evil, man. No, Ivan, like, I deserve a piece of your money. I'm your wife, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, I'll share the money with you, BJ, but you have to share the money with me, too. Yeah, I will, Ivan, yeah. The leftover money you have, I don't know, the couple $1 million you have in your bank, we're putting it in the same account. We're sharing it together. Yeah, I made the billions on my book. I'm sharing it with you. You have to share the money with me, too, BJ. That's how it works. And she will, after what I did for her, right? Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, you're crazy. Like, why don't you invest your money in a lot of businesses? You'll make more money. Because it's too crazy. And I'm not interested in the other businesses. The only thing I'm really interested in is art. Movies, games, books, stand-up comedy, television shows. That stuff I'm interested in. The asset stuff I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in hotels. I'm not interested in restaurants. I'm not interested in hotels and parks. Well, parks is pretty cool, but parks is a risky investment. You can lose a lot of money owning a park. Because park, you have high costs, right? Yeah. Because George Lucas been telling me, yeah, Ivan, if you really want to make your money, it's movies, man. Your movies, your games, and your merch, that's where you make your money, Ivan. George will tell me that, yeah, Ivan, that's a smart investment starting a film studio. That's glory, yes. That's where I make my money, man. And books, too. Stand-up comedy, that stuff I can make my money. Whereas hotels, I could lose money. Even though the world knows about my hotel, it's not guaranteed it's going to be busy every year, right? Some fans will be like, yeah, it's cool that I and VJ have a hotel, but I'm not going to go to the hotel. Restaurants, nobody really cares about that. And I'm not interested in the restaurant business at all. I worked in restaurants my whole life. It's a depressing environment. I would never want to own a restaurant. It's not who I am. I'm not interested in restaurants at all. Yeah. Parks is pretty cool, but parks cost a lot of money. You want to build an unheard of park, you got to put like maybe $1.5 billion, $2 billion towards the park. Yeah. What's your idea for your park, Ivan? It's like a water world park. You remember Jurassic World, the first one that came out in 2015? Remember how you had the thing that went underwater? Yeah, my idea is you have this like water world. They build this artificial water, this artificial like ocean, maybe like I don't know, like a 900 feet deep ocean, and there's creatures in there, and then there's a roller coaster ride that goes underwater, and you see the animals and everything. That's my idea. But to do that, you have to put billions towards that, maybe $3 billion towards that for your park. Well, Ivan, that would make a lot of money. Yeah, it would make a lot of money, but parks cost a lot of money. You have to hire like hundreds of employees. It's crazy. So Ivan, you're thinking of a water park. Yeah, a water world park. Yeah. Yeah. Like roller coaster rides, but like underwater with where the animals are in there and everything. Something like that, yeah. And you have like tour in the water. You have this tour in the water. You build an artificial like 900 feet deep ocean, whatever it is, man-made ocean, artificial ocean. But to do that, it will cost you billions. But I can easily afford it. But I might invest my money in the park because it's risky. I can lose money. Well, a park like that, it would have a lot of people around who would visit it. But parks are very expensive for the average person too, right? You have to stay in a hotel. which costs you maybe $1,500 a week, and then you have to charge the customers a lot of money if you want to make your money, man. Parks, you have to charge them like $150 for the park. It's expensive stuff, yeah. But I'm not gonna build a park. I'm starting this guy's name with VJ, obviously. That's enough money for me. VJ wouldn't need more money, right? Yeah. Yeah. Movies is where I make my money. Books is where I make money with books too. But movies is where I make my money. I'm not writing books when I'm king, but movies is where me and VJ make our money. Because that's glory, the glory of God. We'll have crazy worldwide buzz. That's where me and VJ make our billions, man. We make a lot of money off the movie. And the merchandise and the game. The game is glory too. As it's cool seeing Ivan O'Mara and VJ in a game, right? Especially for the Great Escape game. That's going to be a sick game, man. That's going to be a very popular game, yeah. Unreal Engine 5 for the game. Something unheard of, yeah. Some sound. Why don't you build that park, man? That's fucking cool. There's never been a park made like that before, I know. But you need for that. It's a little bit dangerous. You need to have the best architects in the world design your park, because if you're gonna build it, like they have to dig like 900 feet, have it be 900 feet, and you have a roller coaster thing, a ride that goes in the water, and you see the animals and the whales and the sharks and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's a bit risky. You need to have the best architects in the world for that. Yeah, and if I do build that park, it'll be the best park in the world. It'll blow out Disneyland, all those parks out of the water. You have like this tour underwater, and you see the animals and everything, but that's top notch. For that, you have to put billions, like maybe $3 billion towards that. Around there, something crazy, like it's a lot of money, and it's something high tech, obviously, something revolutionary like Jurassic World. It's like Jurassic World, except there's no dinosaurs, obviously, right? Yeah, but I'm not gonna build that park, man. I'm just gonna start scratching things with VJ. That's not money to me, VJ, right? I don't need more money. Maybe down the road we'll talk about the park, but I highly doubt it. VJ, I don't care about parks. Yeah, I don't care about parks either. Yeah, like I'm more into the movies and everything, yeah. Being a movie star is my dream. That's my ultimate dream, right? Being a movie star. Yeah. So Ivan, we're gonna see your house. Yeah, you guys will see my house in the documentary, in my reaction video. Will you planning building your house for the documentary? No. The first part is playing Skyscrapers with George for Skype Source. So you're gonna see a glimpse of me playing Skyscrapers with George and VJ. And then reaction video, I'll show you what my house is built. My brand new 900 house is built. You guys will be blown away. Holy shit, Ivy, you have a high-end house, yeah. And then I'll show you the studio lot. My Skyscraper name is studio lot. My film studio lot. Gran Turismo studio lot. Something beautiful. He's like, oh my god, Ivy, this is my dream. I know, it's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. That's what everyone hates you with the keys, Ivan, man. They're not gonna be living this life, man. I have the keys to the game. I can make my easy billions, man. Like, all these guys work hard for 40, 50, 60, 70, 80K. Some make their 100, 200K, but... And the Hollywood actors, even though they make their billions, they don't make the kind of money I make, right? I make my easy billions, man. They don't make their easy billions. They make their millions, but they don't make the billions that me and VJ are making, right? And that's why everyone hates you with the keys. They're envious almost. You can open the door so easily. Don't hate them, saying, yeah. Yeah. So even without the keys, you can make your easy billions. Yeah, it's because I'm special. I'm a son of God. But if I don't have the key, I have to sell it to a gatekeeper in order for the world to know about me, about my stuff and everything. Hence why I came with my own keys. That way I don't have to sell to the gatekeeper. Because even without the keys, I can still make my easy billions. But the door has to be open for me to make my money. But if I don't have the key, I have to sell to a gatekeeper. That's why God gave me the keys, so I don't have to sell to any gatekeeper. I can open the door myself and make my easy billions. You guys get the picture? I was just saying, yeah. The keys is there. That way I don't have to sell to the gates. I can open the door myself. But even without the keys, I can still make my easy billions because I'm special. The whole world will want to watch my movies and everything, and my games and everything. But if I don't have a key, I have to sell to the gates. That's why God gave me the keys. So I can open the door. I don't have to sell to the gatekeepers. I can open my own gate. I don't have to sell to the gatekeepers. I have the keys to the kingdom. Even though I hate the keys, God gave me it for a reason. I can open my own door and get my freedom too. I can get my freedom, right? And lead y'all fresh myself, right? With Going Beauty. Yeah. The difference is VJ got duped. I did not get duped because VJ's fucking stupid, man. You sell it when you have the keys. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, seriously, man, how top notch will Skyrim Hand be? Like Incredibles. That's how top. It's something. It's high end. It's blowing all the water. Yeah, and that's why all the hard actors want to work with me so bad. Yeah, I want to work for Ivan's high end company like Incredibles, man. For flying on his, I don't know, 350, 400 million dollar jet. If I make 19 billion, which I most likely will, 19 billion plus, me and VJ can even buy a 400 million dollar jet. We can get an even better jet. I'm not going to go any higher than 400. I don't want to waste my money. Me and VJ's money, but me and VJ, we can get a 400 million dollar jet and we pimp it out 10 million. Like Incredibles. So the Xanus stars, when they fly on my jet, it's something like Incredibles. The cup holder goes down and it goes up. Don't mind if I do, you know what I'm saying? And John Mayer and all them like, holy shit, man, Ivy's always top notch. We're flying on his fucking high end jet, which is a nice perk. And you land in Vancouver, and you see my beautiful Gran Turismo studio lot. And the limo driver picks them up. They take them to my office, and the person takes their measurements for the clothing. Yeah, Scars is always sponsor you guys for your clothes and your shoes for the magazine promos and commercial promos. Like, holy shit. And here's a gift from the company, a $300 gas card. The actors get a $300 gas card, yeah, which is nice. The $2,000 gift card they don't get until the end of filming. But the $300 gas card they get when they sign their contracts, the Hollywood Xanus stars, right? Yeah. And they're blown away by my studio lot. Holy shit, this is a nice property here. They're gonna be like, Ivan, VJ, you own all this? I'm like, yeah, we own all this. Holy shit, you have a nice studio lot here, man. This is nicer than fucking Disney. John Megan will tell me, Ivan, like, your studio lot's nicer than Disney's studio lot. Yeah, and John Megan knows what Disney's studio lot looks like. He did Star Wars. So when he signed his contract, he obviously saw the studio lot and everything, right? Well, my studio lot's better than Disney's studio lot. It's fucking beautiful. I have a beautiful office, glass exterior for my office. Beautiful office, yeah. Yeah. They're blown away by my company. They're also blown away by the payment structure too is I'm paying all the Zane stars more than what they make in Hollywood, right? Yeah. John Boyega will never make $23 million in Hollywood. It's gonna take him a while to negotiate with that kind of money. He probably can negotiate for maybe his 3, his 4 if he's lucky. John Boyega in Hollywood. Avon Jose can negotiate for maybe $800K if he's lucky. Maybe $1 million. I highly doubt $1 million. Probably $750K Avon Jose can negotiate for in Hollywood. If they signed mega deals for the Zane's contract, right? Yeah. The Zane's movie contract. They signed mega deals. Now, once you sign your contract, don't forget the Dawkins filmed them, by the way. I take you out nice dinner with Peter, and you get to party up with me VJ's $900 million house with Peter Jackson, get a motor and all them. Yeah. Me, VJ, Peter take the stars out and get a motor, take the stars out to dinner once they sign their contract, which is nice, man, you know. Yeah, I even took me out nice dinner after I saw my master contract. John Boyega will tell Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley that, yeah. Man, you're fucking lucky, John, man. How's this company so far? Yo, man, it's like Incredibles. No, guys, I'm not kidding around. It's like Incredibles, man. Like, Ivan has like a jet like Incredibles where the cup order goes down and goes up. He has a Gran Turismo beautiful studio lot. It's nicer than all the Hollywood studio lots. And he signed me to a fucking massive deal, man. And he took me out to dinner and I partied up at his unheard of house like Incredibles. And Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, these really are envious. Yeah, John, you're fucking lucky, man. John, please, man, can you give the bosses a good word for us, man, please? The world of the guys, I will. You know what I'm saying? No, John, I'm not kidding around, man. Yeah, they're not playing around. They're being very sincere when they beg them, obviously. Yeah. So when they beg John, they're not joking around. No, they're not playing any games. Like, John, I know you think I'm playing games. I'm not playing any games, man. I'm being serious, man. I need your fucking help. It's not fair, John. Like, we're left behind Hall when you're working for Ivan's unheard of Sky Source company and we're left out of that, man. It's not fair, John. Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Like, well, I'm not giving you a word. If I ask you a word, you won't give a word either. I'm not giving you a word. Yeah, he doesn't give words out. He's selfish. It's actually funny. Yeah, it's funny. I'm saying. Yeah. So when the Hollywood actors beg, they're really begging. Yeah, they're begging hard. Like, they're desperately begging. Like, they're very desperate. They're gonna really beg John Boyega for word, Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, Daisy Ridley. Like, when they beg him, they're not playing around. They're being very sincere because they know their careers are now the side tension, and they all want out of the Hollywood system. My company's better in Hollywood. They'd rather work for me than work in Hollywood, and they know I can pay them more too and give them better perks, obviously. Yeah, even though Hollywood's top notch, it's not Sky Source. Yeah, it's not Sky Source. Sky Source is better in Hollywood. As the executives in Hollywood don't own $900 million houses. They own like 20, 15, $8 million houses. Yeah, it's not the house that I own, right? And it's a better experience, better perks, obviously. Partying up in a $900 million house is a nice perk, man. That's fucking nice. As well as my yacht, too. I'm going to have my $100 million unique 71 yacht. You party up there, too. That's a nice fucking perk. You do table reads there. Nice perk, man. Yeah. Some siren? Yeah. After this, I'm going to take a nice cold shower. I'll enjoy the show with you guys with my beer. I might binge Andor tonight. I'll binge maybe 2 episodes, maybe. Ivan, what about Radbrad's Death Stranding 2 game? I tapped out of that, man. The game's boring for me. It's just delivering stuff. It's boring. Death Stranding, I don't like. The first game I saw, the first maybe 8 parts, I tapped out. I tried the second game. Yeah, I can't watch it. It's boring. Death Stranding is a boring game for me personally. It's not bad, but it's pretty boring because it's just delivering stuff. That scared me. It's just delivering stuff, right? But Country of Old Men, Mafia Country of Old Men is coming out in August. Rabbi will obviously cover that. That's probably my most anticipated game of the year. That and Little Nightmares 3. It's coming out this year too in October. Those are like my two most anticipated games of the year on Rabbi's channel. This year was not a great year for games for me personally for Rad. A lot of the games he played on his channel I didn't like. Kingdom Come was not for me. I don't like first person fantasy games. Assassin's Creed was pretty good. And then Death Stranding, I tried. I watched like 4 episodes, four parts, and I tapped out. This game's boring, yeah. It's just delivering stuff, yeah. For me personally, right? Don't hate me, Rabbi, I'm saying, yeah. Yeah. Ivan, will you write their unique? Maybe. It just depends how my body feels. Once I get my Zane's book proofread and I design my cover, I'll have to really think about, okay, should I write their unique or not? If I write their unique, I'll make more money for me immediately. I'll make like, I don't know, my 35 billion or something like that off both books. Something crazy, yeah. Because I started their unique, I might as well finish it, right? Hence why I'm highly considering finishing up the book. But for their unique, I'm gonna be the architect and the gardener. Like for Zane's, I was mainly a gardener. I just kind of let the story flow, grow on me, and I use my creativity to come up with a good story. But for their unique, because it's romance, I'm gonna plan out the chapters a little bit. That way, I have the foundation. Yeah. Because I'm kind of an architect, and at the same time, I'm also a gardener. I'm more of a gardener. I just let my creativity flow. But I did brainstorm a little bit for Xanus too, but like minor brainstorming. I let the story grow, and yeah, I let my mind flow with the progress of the story, like George R. Martin, right? You know. I'm gonna buy a laptop when I write their unique. I don't want to write their unique on that computer. I'm gonna buy a laptop, and every time I write it, I'm gonna save it on my Hotmail, just in case the gatekeepers try to hack my laptop again, right? Yeah. The last time they hacked my laptop and they ruined my fucking laptop. Yeah. You think their unique will be good? Of course it will be. I'm a creative genius, man. But I have a little bit of self-esteem issues. Like, I haven't written since 2019. Obviously. Yeah, but Ivan, you're polishing up your book. Yeah, but I'm barely polishing up. I'm just fixing up maybe adding a few little things here and there. I'm mainly fixing up the flow of the dollar that we know who's talking. And I add a few things here and there, but my Zane story doesn't need any polishing up. It's a masterpiece. I'm scared that I lost my touch because I haven't written in like, what, 4 years? Since 2020, I haven't written. Last time I wrote something was in the hospital in early 2020. This is 5 years ago. Yeah. So I'm scared I might have lost a bit of my touch. Young Tacky is what you guys read. I wrote that in the hospital, man. Yeah. Did you plan Young Tactius? No, I wrote that. I was a gardener for Young Tactius. I wrote that in the hospital. How long did it take you to write it? It took me a good 3 days to write it. I wrote it in 3 days, and the prologue I think I wrote that in 1 day. I remember when I stayed in the hospital, I was staying in my bedroom. I sat down on my bed. I had my notebook and I binge wrote the prologue in like one, and it took me like maybe 4 or 5 hours to write it. I wrote the whole thing. Yeah, and that's without planning. The prologue, I wrote that without planning. Young Tactics, I wrote it without planning. Whereas the other chapters, I did a little bit of planning in Volume 3, Volume 2. Most of that, I did a little bit of brainstorming for that. A little bit, just a little bit. Like a few notes here and there. But the first like 4 chapters, volume 1, I barely did planning for that. With the Cleo, Francis, Sebastian, also, but that I did not plan. I just wrote as I wrote as I go, right? I let the story grow on me, and then I come up with ideas for my story. Ivan, you wrote Young Tackies in the Hostel without planning? Yeah, I wrote that off the top of my head, man. And what you read was entertaining, guys. Yeah, that's fucking entertaining. Yeah, I wrote that with ease in the hostel without planning, man. I remember I started writing Young Tackies at nighttime when I stayed in the Gatineau hospital. When they threw me in the hospital, I started writing, I think, the second day I stayed at the hospital. It was towards nighttime, around maybe 8 o'clock. And I sat down on my bed, and I had my pen, I had my notebook, 0 notes, and I just started writing. Because I'm a grave genius, Young Tackies, when I wrote it, was amazing, obviously. Ivan, what we read, Young Tackies, you wrote that like without planning? Yes, I did. I wrote it as I go. Yeah, I'm a grave genius, guys. I have the gift. Oh, seriously, Ivan, like, you mean monsters, cousin? Tackies, enough of this question. You wrote that, Ivan, like, with no planning? Yes, guys, no planning, man. Because I'm a grave genius. I have the gift, man. God gave me a gift, man. I'm gifted. Yeah. Like, Ivan, like, that Young Tackies chapter that we read is better than a lot of the best chapters in some of these fancy authors' books, and you wrote that with ease, with no planning? Yes. I wrote it with ease. Because I'm a grave genius. And they sound like children, too. I know. How you do it. It's a gift I have. I know how to do it, man. It's a gift. Yeah. I have the heavenly gift, man. God gave me a gift, man. Music, Ivan, you are creative. You are a grave genius, as I am, BJ. God gave us the gifts. BJ is creative, too. That's why she can write amazing music. Her music's amazing. She has amazing lyrics for music. She's gifted like me, too, BJ. We both have the gifts. Because the gatekeepers lock all doors on me and her. That's why God had to give me the gifts. So I can write a book. Yeah, he gave me the gift, obviously. I didn't know I had the gift until later on in my journey when I wrote Xanus, obviously. Yeah. That's why, but for their unique, I want to plan it out a little bit. Because it's romance. Romance, you have to portray emotion. So for their unique, one day I'm going to sit down, I'm going to start brainstorming. Okay, I want to write, I don't know, 15 chapters. And I plan out a little bit the 15 chapters. Yeah. Chapter 1, the small town. Chapter 2, meeting Josh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, why don't you write books when you're getting? You're fucking gifted. Because, guys, man, being an author is not my dream, man. Like, I'd rather be a movie star than be a fucking author. Yeah, I'll make more money writing books. I'll tell VJ, if we write books, we'll make way more money than even movies. And books is cheaper. We only need our MacBook, our laptop, and editing will only cost maybe a few $1,000s, like $4,000 or something, to edit your book, which is pocket change to me, VJ. It's much cheaper writing books, and we can design the best covers and everything, but whereas movies is more expensive, we have to invest like hundreds of millions of dollars into the movie. We won't make as much money as books, but we're still going to make our billions off that, obviously. Because if your book is a mega hit, like selling, hundreds of millions of copies, you make way more money with books than you would a movie, obviously. As for the movie, I might only make maybe my 8, 9, 10 billion off the book, 7 billion off the movie. Maybe you might make maybe our 8, 9, 10, 7 billion off the movie. The Xanus movies, I'm sorry. No, we'll make more. If I make 19 billion off my book, I should make, maybe my 10, 11 maybe off the movie. But books is more profitable than movies. But I'd rather be a movie star than being a famous author. It's much cooler being a movie star than being an author, right? Yeah. Being featured at the red card events and everything with the Hollywood actors and everything, yeah, it's fucking cool. The magazines, yeah, the promos, that's fucking cool, yeah. Easy, Ivan. I can't wait to be a part. I can't wait to be featured on the magazines with you, Ivan. and the commercials, yeah, and the Sky Source news. Yeah, we're just excited, obviously. Yeah, Vijay, I want you to give me tips for the magazine pages. I'm not give you tips. How to pose and everything. You have experience. You were a model in Hollywood. And Vijay gives me tips. Whereas I don't have the experience doing that. Everything is brand new to me, right? Yeah. Is everything brand new to VJ? The only thing that's brand new to VJ is that it's a big budget movie. She's never been in a big budget movie before, but she's acted in many movies. She's been featured on quite a few magazines. VJ knows about all that stuff. She lived a Hollywood life. She was featured at a red carpet event. She knows about all that stuff. The only difference is now she's queen with me and she's boss with me, and she's a multi-billionaire with me, and she's in a big budget movie. She's not doing a shitty independent movie. I'm sorry. She's doing a big budget movie for Xanus. Like Lord of the Rings, yeah. A big Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson, big budget movie. Yeah. Ivan, more than that. I'm like, no, Peter, stop being greedy. I'm not gonna pay more money, man. Stop being greedy. No, Ivan, seriously, man, can I get a bit more of that, Ivan? I'm like, no, Peter, you're pissing me off. I'm not paying you more money, man. Stop being greedy, man. You greedy pig. Yeah. Ivan, it's nothing, man. Like, I deserve a nice, like, $1 billion of your money, Ivan. I'm like, no, you don't, Peter. You're not worth that. You get your 700, you get your 800 million. I make 19 billion, I'll give Peter 800 million of the film profits. And you get 200 million for the game, 200 million for the merch. That's enough, Peter. You sign a 1.3 billion deal, which is 1.6 billion you're using money. I'm not paying more money, Peter. Stop being greedy. Ivan, that's gonna do it for me. I'm just messing with you, man. Yeah, Peter, stop being greedy, man. He signs that mega contract, Peter, yeah. Yeah. This video will only be maybe an hour and 20 minutes long, guys. I'm tired. When I upload the video, I'll take a nice cold shower. I'll enjoy the show with you guys. And afterwards, I might watch Andor binge. I'm almost done. I'm on episode 7. And after Andor, I'm going to binge The Last of Us Season 2. That's a good show. What do you think's better, Andor or Last of Us? Season 1 of Last of Us, I think it's better than Andor Season 1, but Season 2 of Andor is really good. It might beat out Last of Us Season 2, but Last of Us I kind of like better than Andor, but I mean, Andor's Star Wars, right? Yeah, so it's like, Andor's obviously more popular than Last of Us, because it's a Star Wars show, right? Star Wars is the biggest IP in the anime industry, yeah. Yeah. And stay tuned, guys, for my vlog with Tony. Next, in 2 weeks, I'll vlog with Tony, guys. Tony in the Shanes. I'll text him, hey, you want to have a drink at a bar? And then after that, go eat at the restaurant? Sure, Ivan. And I'll tell him, yeah, I'm vlogging. It's okay if I vlog? Yeah, Ivan, it's fine if you vlog. And I'll do like maybe, I don't know, 2-hour vlog, 3-hour vlog. Because this phone can go for like 6 hours. Whereas my last phone only went for like an hour and 6 minutes. That's why it wasn't that long. But now you get to see a long vlog of me talking with Tony at the bar. And I'll do my best. I'll do my best to have the camera widescreen. That way you see Tony when I talk to him. Whereas last time the camera was focused on me. So I didn't want him to feel uncomfortable. But this time, when I vlog at the bar, you're gonna see me sitting right beside Tony, and I vlog with him. Yeah. So stay tuned for that world. Yeah, it'll be much better than my last vlog, right? Because my camera quality, my other camera was not as good. And my phone only went for an hour and like 6 minutes before. Remember that? I only had like 1 hour and like 6 minute videos. And now this phone, I can make 3, 4, 5 hour videos if I want to. One day I might maybe pull maybe a 4 hour video, but I don't think I can talk for any more than 4 hours. I talk for 3 hours a few times, but 4 hours, I don't know, that's probably the max I can talk for. I can't do a 5, 6 hour video, that's too long. I can do maybe a 4 hour video one day, right? Yeah. Alright, so what's your idea when you vlog with Tony? We'll be drinking at the bar, the Shane's bar. I'll get pretty drunk with him at the bar. I'll probably have maybe like 6 beers. And I'll have like a few shots and that kind of stuff. That way I'm pretty drunk. I don't want to get too drunk, but I'll get pretty drunk. And after that, we eat at that restaurant there. There's a fast food restaurant nearby there. They have like pizza, burgers, and all that stuff. Ice cream, we'll eat there. And after I eat with him, I end the vlog. Yeah. It'll probably be a 2 hour vlog, maybe 2.5 hour vlog. It'll be a long vlog. Yeah. With Tony, yeah. Yeah. I have to go eat, guys. I'm back in a second. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. Yeah. I'll talk for another like 25 minutes. I'm done, guys. This video will only be an hour and 20 minutes. I'm done. Yeah. So John Maega's agent might get greedy, yeah. John Maega's agent might get greedy. He might ask for like 20 million in royalties. My John Maega's not worth that. He gets 80.510. I'm not paying him 20 million in royalties. John Maega's not worth that. I'm sorry, and he knows it. He's not worth it. Yeah. I'm sorry. Who knows that, man? I'm like, no, John, you get 9. Stop being greedy. Stop being greedy, John. You're being greedy, John. I'm sorry. Because John Maega's a greedy big dude. He's a Hollywood actor. And it's what everyone in this world wants to do what they can to make more money. John Maega's agent's greedy. He might push for 12 million for John's base and 20 million the film process. My John Maega's not worth that. I'm not paying him that. Man, he's ripped me off. I'm sorry. Watch out for the greedy Hollywood actors, agents, Simon. They're greedy pigs. Emma. They're greedy pigs, those guys. Yeah. Yeah. So John Maega will push for money. Yeah, he will. He's greedy. He wants to make more money from his life. I what about 12 million for my base? I'm like, no, John, you get 9. Stop being greedy, man. I'm not paying that, man. You're not worth that. Ivan, he's big. I'm like, John's not that big. He did Star Wars. He has some value, but he's not like that big, right? And so I'm not going to overpay him and have him dupe me, man. He gets 9 and he gets 8.5 or 10 if he's worth like 19, 20 million in like 10 years from now, 9 years from now, whatever it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a good deal for John. He sounds like his 23 million deal, which is like 12.5, 13 million his English pounds. That's so much A-listers like Liam Neeson and Mark Wahlberg making Hollywood. And so I gave John Maega a good deal. It's a deal, man. Yeah, I give it a deal, John. Stop being greedy. Yeah. Ivan, does it come with perks? Yes. He flew on my private jet. And he's partying out my house. It comes with perks, man. Nice perks. Luxury buffet, everything, yeah. Luxury hotel suites. Yeah. That's why VJ's proud of me, man. Yeah, man, I did it. I found a way to be money for me, VJ. That's why she cries. She loves me. She wants to be with me. She wants a piece of my. She wants my 19 billion off my book. Yeah, I want a piece of Ivan's 19 billion off his book. I want to be featured on the magazine with him. I want to be featured on a commercial with him. I want to travel with him. I want to get clothes with him, the cars with him, the jet, build that 900 house with him, sign that Magdalene on Amazon with him. Yeah, she's crazy, man. Be featured in the magazine with him. Yeah, she's crazy. She's a crazy woman. BJ, yeah, it's actually funny. Because she knows it's too late for her. Victoria Justice knows it's too late, man. For her, Victoria Justice is fucked, man. She sold to the gatekeepers. So I'm her last hope to get her out. Without me, she's fucked. She'll be staying in the Hollywood system, being a dirty slave and making shitty money with a savage career. And she wants me to get her out. That's why she cries to me, man. Because she's a crazy woman, Victoria Justice, I'm sorry. And after that, she bangs guys after that. And so I'm going to get my girlfriend, VJ. If you're pissed off, I'm sorry. Karma is a bitch. I'm not going to have you doing that, man. No way. Some Sarah. Yeah. So how much will John Maega make after taxes? He'll make his 6.8 around there, 6.8 to 7 million after taxes around there. If John Boyega signs a 23 million deal, that's like 12.6 million in his pounds. 12.6 million after taxes is like 7.7 million. His agent takes 10%. Yeah, he's making his 6.97 million after taxes. That's a lot of money for John Boyega, man. Walking with almost 7 million in his bank. A lot of money. That's more than what he made for Star Wars, right? But their agents are greedy. They want a bigger chunk of the pie. Because they know me and VJ's profits for the game, movie, and merch is in the billions. That's why the agents and managers want a bigger cut of the pie. Well, I'm not paying these actors more money. What I'm paying them is enough. If you don't like this, you're more than welcome to run home, be left behind. It's a deal. Yeah, I give a good deal. Some sound. Yeah. You think the interviewers are going to ask the Hollywood Xanus stars what they're going to do after Xanus? Yeah, they will. What's next for you guys? And they tell them, yeah, I'm doing a Hollywood movie. Hollywood threw them some nice offers. And me and VJ are like, yeah, we're doing a secret agent movie with Keanu Reeves. Yeah, and we might go into the comic world. And then the whole world's like, holy shit, did I even give a hint that he's doing Spider-Man Miles Morales with VJ? Yeah. And the whole world's like curious. Oh my god, Ivan might do Spider-Man Miles Morales with VJ. Yeah. I'm Spider-Man. Spider-Man, son. Yeah, something cool like that. Yeah, but it's most likely the greatest thing kind of reason Matt Damon and Ben Affleck and all them, right? Yeah. Some sound? So Keanu Reeves and Matt Damon are greedy pigs. Yeah, even though the Xanus Stars agents are greedy, they're not as greedy as the big guys for the Great Escape. Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Keanu Reeves, their agents are greedy pigs. Like, they're very greedy. They're going to ask for like maybe 200 million. They're always like, look, man, Keanu Reeves is not worth that. He gets 125, 135, 130. That's good enough for him. Ivan, he's big, man. Do you know how big Keanu Reeves is? I'm like, guys, don't play that game. I mean, Hollywood may be big, but in my movie's not the main event. I'm not going to overpay Keanu Reeves, and I'm doing that, man. No way. He's not worth $250 million for my movie, man. He's not the main event. He'll build buzz and make my movie better, hence why I'm paying the big buzz. I'm not going to overpay Keanu Reeves and have him do me, man. That's good enough, and he gets his 27 million salary for the, I don't know, 5 months of shooting, and he gets his 20.9 million bonus. 20 million bonus. Sign bonus. And he gets 10 million for the game work. And he gets 7 million for the merch. That's a good deal for Keanu Reeves. And he gets his 400K for the promos. Alright, what about 2 million for Keanu Reeves for the promos? I'm like, no guys, you're getting greedy. I'm not gonna pay Keanu Reeves 2 million for the promos. He gets 400K. That's good enough for him. Some sound? It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, Keanu Reeves signs that massive contract. Yeah. Matt Damon's agent might want 100. I'm like, no. Matt Damon gets 82. That's a good enough deal for him. He gets 82 million of the profits, Matt Damon. That's a good enough deal for him. Some sound? Yeah. How much will you pay Matt Damon for his base? Well, Ben Affleck, I'm paying him 23. Scarlett, I'll match it at 23. Matt Damon, I can pay him maybe 24. And you can give him a 50 million sign bonus. That's a good deal for Matt Damon. Ben Affleck gets 14. Scarlett Johansson, you can pay her 14.7, a bit more than Ben Affleck. But I'm paying Ben 75 for the film profits. Scarlett Johansson gets her 80. I can pay Ben Affleck maybe 78, a bit more to keep him happy. And then Scarlett Johansson gets like her 80. Then Matt Damon, you can pay him 82, a bit more. Because he's bigger than Scarlett and Ben Affleck. That's a good deal for Matt Damon. And Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are best friends. So I thought it'd be cool to have them in the same movie, right? My idea is Matt Damon, he almost escapes the criminalization, but he ends up dying. obviously. Yeah. He escapes with me and VJ. Matt Damon and his wife, they find out the company's already due. He's on the run with me and VJ, but he ends up getting killed. He doesn't escape with his wife. But me and VJ are the lucky couple who escape. As we're looking at a masterpiece, man. Maybe not a masterpiece, but amazing, fun movie, man. The Great Escape with Keanu Reeves and Ben Affleck. Yeah, they got a sick movie. Yeah. Yeah. So Keanu Reeves and Ben Affleck almost separate deal. Yeah, they don't make that in Hollywood, man. They make like their 12, 15, 20 in Hollywood. If they get royalties, the max they can get is maybe 30 million or something like that in Hollywood. Because the Hollywood companies, they don't have they're not making the kind of profits me and VJ's company is making, right? Yeah, that's why I can afford to pay them more money. Because for my movie, it's billions in net profits. Billions. Like me and VJ might make our 6, 7 billion off the Great Escape. 6 billion off the Great Escape, 5.5. I have more room to pay the Hollywood actors more money. That's why the agents and managers want a bigger cut of the pie. Because they know the net profits is in the billions for Sky Source, right? For me and VJ's company. Yeah, man. Yeah. Ivan, there's no way Keanu Reeves and Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Scarlett Johansson will beg. Those guys are big. No. Even those powerful actors in Hollywood are going to beg too. Because they know I can pay them way more than what they make in Hollywood. And they were saved. They experienced that glorious and fame with VJ for the Great Escape. They know when they go back to Hollywood, they're going to be left behind. And my company's bred in Hollywood. And they were saved. That's why they're going to beg too. But they're not good for their unique with KJ Apple and Zendaya. They're not good for the romance stories. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Even those guys will beg too. And when they beg, I'll be shocked, man. These are powerful actors who don't struggle getting roles in Hollywood, and they're still begging. Because they know I can pay them way more than what Hollywood can pay them, right? Yeah, even though I'll be successful in Hollywood, Hollywood will only pay me maybe my 15, 20 million. It might give me maybe 15 to 20 million on the film artists. So I think he's pay me more, yeah. But Affleck knows for the next movie, I can easily give him his 95 million of the royalties. And Keanu Reeves know I can easily give him 145, 150 for the next movie. I can easily pay them more. John Boyega knows I can easily pay him more for the Great Escape too. I can easily pay him as 11.5, give him 11.8 million of the royalties. John Boyega. And John Boyega is also good for the Great Escape too. I can picture him as a secret agent, but I'm not going to re-sign him. Otherwise, he's going to piss off a lot of actors in Hollywood. That's just not fair to the Hollywood actors. John Boyega said, I even fuck those actors, just resign. I'm like, no, John Boyega, you can't be selfish. You're not going to be in the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves or Tom Cruise, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Tom Cruise is very greedy. Because he's worth 600 million, he's huge. His agent might push for maybe 300, 350 million of the royalties for Tom Cruise. I'm like, nah, man, Tom Cruise is not worth it. Ivan, he's big, man. I'm like, look, man, stop playing that game with me, guys. He may be big in Hollywood, and in my movie, he's not the main event, Tom Cruise. I'm not going to pay him $300 million. He's taking a lot of my profits. He gets 185, 190. That's good enough for Tom Cruise. He doesn't make that in Hollywood, and he gets his 50 million salary. 30 million base, 20.9 million, 51 million deal for his base. Obviously. You can pay him 15 million for the game. And he gets like 13 million for the merch. That's a good deal for Tom Cruise. He signed like a 260 million deal. Tom Cruise. That's a massive contract for him. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, give a deal, Tom Cruise. Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, you're paying me this. You're paying us this money, and there's no strings attached to the contract. I'm like, no, there's no strings attached to the contract. They're like, holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a good man, Ivan. Yeah, man. All I ask is that you work hard for me. You get your freedom with me and VJ, but you have to work hard. I want you guys to destroy the role for Xanus and the Greatest Game, and they all work really hard for me, harder than they even do in Hollywood, because I pay them more money and I give them better perks, the Hollywood actors. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's why some of the Keanu Reeves and Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, when I offer them that contract and there's no strings attached to the contract, they might cry. Because they know in Hollywood you got to do it, man, to make your money. That's how it works. There's no such thing as free money in Hollywood. You got to do it. That's how it works, right? There's a reason why if I sell out, I have to do it when I'm in Hollywood region. I want my freedom. I don't want to be a dirty slave in the Hollywood system. Are you fucking crazy sharing with a garbage life? You're crazy. Yeah. All the Hollywood actors get their freedom with me and VJ. Because I'm a good man. I'm not dirty, man. I'm not into that dirt stuff. Some center. Even when I have all that money and all that power, I'm not going to let my power corrupt me and turn me into a dirty businessman. I don't want to be a dirty businessman. I want to be a clean businessman. The Hollywood actors get their freedom with me, but because I gave you your freedom and I'm paying you more than what you're making in Hollywood, I'm giving you better perks, and you get to be featured in the magazine and everything, I'm paying you guys a lot of money. You got to work really hard. And the Hollywood actors say, yeah, I have no work, but I want to work hard for you. Keanu will tell me, no, Ivan, I'm going to work hard for me. I'm going to destroy the role as the villain. He destroys the role of the villain. He works even harder for me than he even did in The Matrix and his other movies, because I paid him more money than what he makes in Hollywood. Keanu Reeves. Tom Cruise will work harder for me than what he did in Mission Impossible and Collateral, because I paid him more money. He signed like a $260 million deal. Tom Cruise, right? Yeah. If I pay Tom 51 plus 190 plus 13 plus 15. Yeah, Tom Cruise signed a $269 million deal, and he also gets his speaking money. That's $270, $1 million in speaking, and he gets like his, I don't know, $450K for the promo. So Tom Cruise signed like a $270 million deal, which is about a $200 million deal in his American money. Yeah. So Tom Cruise is walking away like 100, maybe 8 million in his bank after taxes. A lot of money for him. He's $100 million richer. He doesn't make that in Hollywood. In Hollywood, he makes like his 12. Yeah, for Top Gun, he made 100, but what he's making for The Greatest Ape is more than what he made for Top Gun Tom Cruise, right? It's more than what he made for Top Gun Tom Cruise. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, let me both have the water. But even Tom Cruise's contract is pocket change compared to me and VJ's contract. Me and VJ's on a mega deal, man. We're making our billions. It's embarrassment of riches. And that's why I'm generous with the actors, but if their agents get greedy, I'm not paying them more money, the Hollywood actors' agents, right? Be careful of the shark side with the greedy pigs. Yeah. Yeah. Almost on the video, guys. I'll talk to you maybe 6 minutes. I'm done. Yeah. If you're saying even Tom Cruise will beg, like big Tom Cruise, yes, even Tom Cruise will beg too if he's chosen. Because he knows I can pay him more than what he makes in Hollywood. And my company blows out of the water. I paid him more money and I gave him better perks. Bigger budget movie. I'm going to make The Greatest Escape for maybe $730 million. And he was saved. He experienced that worldwide fame. He's going to beg too, man. Because he knows when he goes back to Hollywood, he'll be left behind in the side attention. Hollywood will throw him a lot of money, but it's not the kind of money I'm willing to pay him. And I offer him better perks, and he'll be left behind in Hollywood. And that's why even Tom Cruise will beg too. And some of these guys might cry. Like, Ivan VJ, please, 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 please. I'm saying, yeah, they're begging hard. I'm like, no, you're not giving this movie, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. And Tom Cruise and Keanu Reeves are really going to compete hard. They're really going to fight hard for that job, man. They want to be a movie so bad. It becomes tough for me to choose, right? Tough for me, VJ, and Chad Zaleski to choose. But Chad Zaleski's biased. He might tell me, Ivan, go with Keanu Reeves. He did John Wick with me. And I choose Keanu Reeves for The Greatest Escape, right? He's the villain of the movie. Yeah. So he's badass like John Wick, but he's in John Wick, he's on the good side. He's a bit evil, John Wick, right? He has a haunted past. But in my movie, he's the evil villain, Keanu Reeves. Yeah. 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 Is Ben Affleck a villain? Ben Affleck is a villain, but he doesn't do as much fighting. He's the big boss. But I'll have him do a little bit of fighting too, though. I don't pay him a lot of money to not have a lot of scenes. I'm gonna tell David S. Goyer and Jonathan Nolan, make sure these actors have a lot of scenes. I pay them a lot of money, you gotta give them a lot of scenes. Me and VJ are the leads of the movie, but you gotta give them a lot of scenes, right? Matt Damon, a lot of scenes with his wife. Ben Affleck, the big boss. Scarlett Johansson's the evil villain too of the movie. She's evil in it. Looking at a sick movie. But I'll have Scarlett compete with other actresses too, right? You have Nicole Kidman. You can have her in the movie too if you want. Yeah. Yeah. So the execs in Hollywood feel like shit once UVJ starts Xanus Entertainment. Yeah, they will. They're all going to tell the actors' agents, yeah, sorry, we can't compete with I and VJ's company. I and VJ have the keys. They're the bank. They have billions in their bank account. They can fund the movies with their money, and they have way more leeway room for the profits because they're doing billions in that. So we don't make that kind of money in Hollywood. They'll tell the agents, yeah, sorry guys, we can't compete with Ivan's offer. Yeah, and Hollywood will be throwing Keanu Reeves and Ben Affleck and all of them Matt Damon, a lot of offers, but they're gonna turn it down. Yeah, I'd rather be in Ivan's with you guys. Sorry, man. Ivan paid me way more money. His company blows your company out of the water, and he also gave me my freedom. Was you guys are fucking what? You guys make us do it, and Ivan is willing to give us our freedom. Fuck you guys. I'm not working Hollywood. I'm working for Ivan. Yeah, Ivan's better than Hollywood. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather experience that fame with Ivan VJ and be saved and get pay all that money and all those perks and fucking work in Hollywood and be left behind. Yeah, that's why they're all going to choose my company over Hollywood, because they know I can pay them more. Like Matt Damon's agent, Scarlett Johansson's agent, Keanu Reeves' agent will tell them, yeah, guys, don't even take any offers in Hollywood. Hollywood cannot pay you the kind of money that Ivan VJ are willing to pay you. As Keanu Reeves signed a $200 million deal. It's a fucking massive contract, yeah. He doesn't make that all. The only movie where he made that was The Matrix. But after that, Keanu Reeves never made that kind of money. The Matrix is what made Keanu Reeves really rich. Hence why he's worth almost $400 million now. But after that, he never made that kind of money, right? He signed a $200 million deal with Keanu Reeves for my movie. It's a fucking mega contract, man. He also signed a big deal for the speaking fees and also the promos too. He's making like his $400K for the promos, man. The magazine pictures and everything. Promos, yeah. I've won about $3 million for Keanu Reeves for the promos. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna pay Keanu Reeves. He's not worth that. I'm sorry. He gets $400K. That's good enough. And Hollywood's my joint to get paid for that stuff. Yeah. Well, Ivan, you're very generous. Yes, because I know me and VJ are going to make our billions off the movie, man. I don't know, me and VJ might make our $6 billion off The Great Escape. It doesn't hurt to make sure the actors get paid well, but if their agents get greedy, I'm not paying them more money. That's my point. Samsara? Yeah. So think about this, guys. Keanu Reeves signed a $200 million deal. Matt Damon and Scarlett Johansson, they signed like their $130 million deal, $120 million deal, whatever it is. Huge deal. And yet even their deal is packaging compared to me and VJ's deal. Me and VJ signed like a $6 billion deal, $5.5 billion deal for The Great Escape. So compare the $5.5 me and her are making to the $130 million, $200 million Keanu Reeves is making. Its pocket change. And that's just the movie. That doesn't include the merchandise, which is also in the billions, and also the game. Hence why me and VJ are making way more than everyone else. All the Hollywood actors contract is pocket change. That's scary, guys. Compared to me and VJ's contract. Hence why I'm generous with the actors. That way they're not angry and they work hard for me. I'm sorry. Because some of the agents and managers might tell me, Ivan, you're greedy too, man. Like, you're making all that money, you're giving us the peanuts. I'm like, yeah, even though I'm giving you peanuts, this is more than what you guys make in Hollywood. It's a massive contract. You're just greedy. You wanna what? Suck more of me with just money. I'm not paying you guys any more money, man. You guys are getting greedy, man. They're not worth any more than this. They're not the main event. Me and VJ are. I'm not gonna have you do like that, man. No way. And they might play that game with me. Like Ivan, man, like Tom Cruise is big, man. You know who this guy is? This is Tom Cruise, man. He's fucking big, Ivan. I'm like, guys, man, don't play that game, man. Hollywood made me big, and my movie's not the main event, man. I'm not gonna have him do that, man. Like, yeah, he may be worth $600 million, but he's not worth like $300 million of my money, man. He's ripped me off. He's not worth that. He gets 185, 190. That's good enough for Tom Cruise. I'm not gonna pay any more than that, man. I'm not gonna have these guys dupe me, I'm sorry. It's a deal, Ivan, yeah. Does it come with perks, Ivan? Yes, guys, it comes with perks. And you guys know all my perks, right? It comes with perks, too. Nice fucking perks. Yeah. So you're paying the A-list actors a lot of money because they have value. Yes, they have a lot. Even though they're not the main event of my movie, because they're big, well-known A-list actors, powerful actors, they're gonna make my movie more entertaining and more. They'll build more hype for the movie. Like holy shit, Ivan and VJ, and you have all these big A's in The Great Escape. That's gonna build buzz. Hence why I'm paying a lot of money. But if their agents and managers get greedy and they want more money, I'm gonna be strict and say no. I'm not paying them more money, man. You guys are getting greedy. Yeah, what about like $10 million for Keanu Reeves for the game and like a nice like $50 million the rollies? I'm like, guys, man, you're pissing me off. You smell on the water. You're getting very greedy. I'm not gonna overpay Keanu Reeves and have him do like that, man. No way. $10 million base and that's it for the game. I'm not paying more money, man. He doesn't make this in Hollywood. Samsara? Well, I heard for what's that game called? I heard for Cyberpunk, Keanu Reeves made $50 million for that, and he wasn't even. You don't even play as him in the game. They overpaid him. I'm not gonna pay Keanu Reeves $50 million for the game. I'm overpaying him. He's ripped me off. Because I can easily give them more money for the game, but if you do that, Ivan, they're now ripping you off, and you're overpaying them. I'm already overpaying them more money than what they're even worth for my movie. I'm not gonna overpay them and have them dupe me, man. whereby like well, even 50 million is pocket change. I know it's pocket change, but I'm already paying Keanu enough. I'm not going to give him 50 million of the game profits. You guys are getting greedy. Well, Ivan, you're greedy too, man. You're making all those blames and you're giving us the peanuts. I'm like, guys, man, even though I'm greedy, I'm very generous. I'm making sure Keanu Reeves gets paid. I'm making sure Matt Damon and Ben Affleck get paid. I'm very greedy, but I'm very generous enough to make sure they're taken care of and they're paid the big bucks. But you guys are getting very greedy, whereby you want to suck more money out of me and VJ's bank account, man. Off our profits, I'm not paying you any more money. You guys are getting greedy. It's a July, you know. We don't even make it Hollywood. Yes, you don't make it Hollywood, guys. If you don't like my offer, you can work in Hollywood and be left behind. And make your 12-20 if you don't like my offer. It's a July. Yeah, I give you a deal. They all signed that contract. Yeah, I take them out to dinner at Montana's for the Great Escape, right? Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson, Keanu Reeves. Or Robert Downey Jr. or Tom Cruise. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Samsara? Hence why Scorsese will blow Hollow out of the water. And my Zane's book will be the best fans novel written and the best movie choice ever made. And The Great Escape will be an amazing movie too. Anyways, guys, I talked for an hour and 26 minutes. That's good enough. 27 minutes, that's good enough. Hope you guys enjoyed this show from Ivan Amara. Stay tuned. I'll make a video tomorrow in the morning for you guys. It's Ivan Amara. I'm signing up. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed this show. Don't hate me, son. Peace out, guys.